So hello guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Njeri Kabiru, as usual, Njeriwa Kafiru. You're so much welcome to today's sit down conversation. I want to talk about 10 things that causes teenage pregnancy, because I feel like this conversation we have to keep on talking about it until something happens. So don't move, don't go away. I know you're thinking I'm not a parent or I'm not a teenager. Sit down, because you have sisters, brothers, cousins, neighbors and friends, and this information is very important. So guys, in case you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, yes, down on my channel Njeri Kabiru. Then turn on that notification bell so that you get to know when I put up a new video. And most importantly, today I'm going to talk about 10 things that causes teenage pregnancy, but then you can also have your input. Give me your input down there. A few weeks ago, I started this campaign and I slowed down into the campaign because of so many reasons. And I posted on this group called African Leading Women, and so many people commented on this post, so many. And I remember thinking, these are the causes of teenage pregnancy out of my experience. But I found out we are so many, the ex-teenage mothers, we are so many, and each person has their own view or their own perspective. And out of that, I put them together, and here I am going to present them to you. Point number 1 is poverty. Poverty is a state of mind. How we bring up our children. We could be wealthy in terms of finances and all that, but we're bringing our children in a poor way. We are not present, we are not connected to them, and also there is that point of lack. Some people are not financially stable, so their children or children from the lacking communities are trying to find a solution to their problems, and that leads them to getting pregnant. For example, there's a girl from the slum who slept hungry for 2 days. There's a boyfriend somewhere who can give her 200 shillings. 200 shillings could feed their family in the slum for that one night, even if they will share a very small meal, but that is important to them. What will she do? She'll keep on going back to the boyfriend for 200, and when he asks her for sex, what will she do? She'll give herself in, So poverty is one of the leading, major leading. And the dangerous point with poverty is that then the girl gets pregnant, the man disappears, or the man is present but he was not ready to be a father. So the girl starts raising this child on her own, and the cycle repeats. Then she digs herself into more poverty and more poverty than even before. So point number 1 is poverty. Please leave a comment down there. What do you think? What is your experience? Did you ever experience that? And when I said this, so many people told me, no, it's not. It is. This is my perspective. It is. But that does not mean that children from wealthy families don't get pregnant. There are other causes. I'm just saying the children from the lacking family are more prompt to getting a solution to their problem that goes into teenage pregnancy. So that's my number 1. My number 2, oh my God, this was so loud on this African Leading Women post, where I posted, so many people said ignorance. They know about sex, they know that they could get pregnant, but they were ignorant. What causes ignorance? That I'm still digging, I'm still trying to find. But one of the things that I realized that causes ignorance is lack of affirmation. Like a child knows this, but there is no one to confirm to her. No one is confirming about her beauty. No one is confirming about her intelligence. No one is confirming about who she is. So she will go out looking for those affirmation, and once she gets them from somewhere, then ignorance. She will be ignorant about any other thing around her and focus on this that is feeding to what she needs. So that's my point number 2. Point number 3 is peer pressure. This is where that children have bad influences around them. Bad influences are just their peers, their friend. A friend, your child brings a friend home in front of you, they behave very well. You do not dig to know where they live, who are their parents, what are their faith, what are their values. These are things that you need to know. Your child's friends, yes, these are things you need to know. So peer pressure comes in that form. And then lack of guidance, like whatever they are doing, there's no one to guide them. So they will guide themselves into making bad decisions. So peer pressure is one of the things that is there. And then with the young children, because they are trying to discover themselves, their body, they want to talk more about boys, or boys want to talk more about girls without proper guidance. Then that can be taken to a whole new other level, leading to teenage pregnancy. And then because of peer pressure, if one person among us, the circle, has experienced other boys have experienced girls, girls have experienced boys, then that they put pressure on each other. The fourth thing, adolescence. Adolescence is, everyone I think knows what adolescence is, but due to body changes and feeling a certain way, the children start to think that they are grown enough, like they are big enough, I'm more beautiful now, I am an adult. They start carrying themselves as adults to a certain level, and that one, they cause or they push themselves to wanting to experience new things. And these new things lead to teenage pregnancy. So adolescence is another cause of teenage pregnancy. The fifth one is lack of emotional support. Yes, lack of emotional support. And this one I would really talk in our culture and our community. Nowadays, I think parents are really getting in touch with their children, but most parents are not yet there. Please talk to your child. Be the one to talk to them about sex. Be the one to tell them about teenage pregnancy. Be the one to talk to them about future spouse. What do they look for in spouse? Be the one to really talk to them about relationships are for later. Right now, education is more important. Make a friendship relationship with your child so that when you say these things, then they are more valuable. Emotional support is one of the major things. I would really urge parents, and especially parents now, that takes you back, because you really need to take care of yourself so that you can be emotionally available for your children. Because most of us are more emotionally when it comes to getting angry, not talking to them in a very affirmative way, you know, telling your child, not listening to your child when they say something, and then you argue with your child like they're an adult. If you're not coming to consensus where you understand each other, most of the parents want to now bring the whole hurt feelings like I'm your parents. With this generation, you have to go a bit different from our generation. So, and that takes me to the sixth point. The sixth point in this journey is technology. Yes, technology. All of us have bought mobile phones for our children, laptops, tools. If we haven't bought for them, we have them and we allow our children to use them. It's very good. You need to create a pattern and a trust. Keep on checking what your child is watching. Keep on talking to your child. Keep on following up. Keep on finding out what is she or he after. First thing for me, my child signs her phone with my email. I sign the phones with my email. I sign the phones with my number so that I get to follow up. What are they after? But most of us are so comfortable and we look at our children as angels. They are children. They will make childish decisions. So it's up to you to guide them. On technology, I really want to talk about this on technology. I saw this on YouTube and I thought it's a bit crazy, but it's so true that the technology, like for example, when a child is watching something on YouTube or all that, sometimes do not trust those apps. They will bring up content like ads that are not for children, and children just creating curiosity, and they get to know who is watching. We are not like nowadays in this world, we get to live under people's eye. They can still see us even if we don't see them. So what I would tell you, if it's your child's phone and everything, sit down, watch with them, have a pattern. Monday to Friday, no technology. Saturday, let's do it together. I think if not, tape your camera, the camera on the phone, the camera on what, put a tape there, let them watch when no one else is watching them what they are watching. I'm just saying that. I saw that video and it was very, very educative to me. So yeah, technology is one of the things. So my point number 7, so far so good. Let me know how these points are going, and I'm trying to summarize them because I don't want to keep you long here, but I want to give you this information. Please do not forget to leave a comment. Leaving a comment is very important. You don't have to say something, just say what you think about this video or your contribution towards this video. So point number 7 is denial of freedom. Most children feel like their freedom is denied. And I know parents will want to be so strict, and it's very, very important. There's a difference between being strict and denying freedom. If you're denying freedom, that means you're just locking them in as prisoners. You're not letting them know why you're being strict. That way, they'll just wait for a moment, the moment that you let them go. See, they'll be like, see me, I'm going to boarding high school. Yeah? They come back later, after they close school, they first go and then come few days later to your house. So being strict is good, but can you communicate? I am giving you a curfew up to 6 o'clock because from 7 o'clock it's children, they should be inside. They should be inside because they are protected from rape, from making bad decisions, and that is why I'm putting you in here. So have reasons why you're denying them the freedom. So point number 9, and this is really, really, really also major in our African society, because I feel like we have to start changing the way we have been carrying things because of how the world is evolving. Neglect. Parents neglect their children without knowing that they're neglecting. When I was growing up, if my parent would give me more responsibility, take care of the baby, cook, and all that. And back then, it was okay because the society had not really developed in that way. But today, there's so much evolving that has happened. So much change that has happened. And with that, we can't neglect our children. Neglecting our children is giving them responsibility, adult responsibility when they're still children. Even if you want her to take care of the child, when you come back and cover it up. I know some of us cannot afford to have the house help. It's good when your child is helping you, but do not neglect them in a way, leaving that child to raise that child. You can give them responsibility to help you, raise the child for these hours. I'm coming back to take back my child. But when we come back, we want to sit down. When the child cries, you're like, Nani, take the child, carry the child. Why is she crying? No, you're back home, take back the responsibility of you being a mother and let the child be the child. So I find neglect to be very, very diverse and a discussion that can take days to really digest it. And part of this neglect, one other thing is that parents assume financial responsibility to their children. If you want your child to learn how to budget things, you give her 200, do the calculation with her. It starts like that. And some parents also neglect, like they live without thinking what these children will eat. They sorted themselves yesterday, they'll sort themselves today. You're putting your child in a risk of taking that responsibility, grown-up adult responsibility. That way they'll start feeling like an adult, or they'll start fixing the problem, going out to look for people who can give them something or some cash. Number 9, self-image. Self-image. Your child's self-image is very, very important. Teach your child how to be confident. Intentionally create confidence in them. Build their self-esteem. I know this will come down later and digest one by one, ways how to build your child's self-esteem. But I would really, really recommend that you build or you create awareness in your child's self-esteem. Who they are, their identity is very, very important. Last one and important, lack of relationship. Parents, your children are watching you. Who they become mostly is contributed by you, by school, their environment. School and environment, that one is optional, but you as a parent, who your child become or how they grow up to become depends on you. So I would tell you, I would urge you to really, really define a relationship with your child and create a good, healthy relationship. There's a time I told someone, once a week or once a month, you can go for an ice cream. It doesn't have to be very expensive ice cream, 50 shilling type of an ice cream. If you live in the ghettos and you're watching this, you can buy soda, like the glass 1 liter one, that is 70 or 80 shillings. Divide it in the glasses, have a conversation with your child. That is the moment they feel loved. That's the moment they're starting to think, oh, mom or dad thinks about me. And that is your moment to present who you are, to present what you think, to present your values towards your children's life. And that way, we will be able to reduce these numbers. I have stated 10 of the causes or my research towards the causes of teenage pregnancy. Please do not forget, please do not forget to leave a comment down below. What is your experience? If you have not experienced yourself, you have seen other people experiencing this, or generally, what do you think about this? So I am Jerry Kabiru. I am so honored and thank you so much. Have a blessed day, week, month. Bye.